There we go. Hello,
Yay.
Maree. Hello, everybody. Hello, Jazzy. How are you doing?
Oh, great. Hi, Lisa. Hi, everyone. Jessie says big hello. Yeah, I'm doing fine. Just I was just talking about the 8-8 and the portal that opened, the Lionsgate portal, and there's massive energies coming in. And as we can see with what's going on in the world, there's a lot happening that's really pushing buttons. So yeah, so I've just been actually taking it easy the last few days just to let that assimilate.
Yeah,
Yeah. How about you?
absolutely. As I mentioned before, I am struggling a little bit with doing some taxes. And my accountants put what's called an extension. So
Yeah.
it means it gives you since from April to October to submit them. So yeah, going through that, and it's a lot of work, a lot of work. I mean, days and days of work. So just kind of battling through that, and it's hard knowing that Janine has put out that the IRS is going to be gone by October, but the cards have been wrong before,
That's right. And
and
timelines, it's so difficult with timelines, like we were talking about with this merging of everything coming into play. It's really divine timing as to when things happen. And everything might just suddenly unfold and melt really quickly. And then again, it might just take a little bit longer. So it's like, whew, just at the moment, it's just sucking it up. And it's really hard when you know what's going on. How do I want my tax money used? Hang on a minute. Yeah.
yeah,
I'm hearing you.
but it is what it is. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to do it in as high as vibration as I possibly can.
Good girl. That's it.
Yeah.
Just keep breathing. Just keep going into your heart. Just keep thanking for the money that you've had come through. And, we just have to stay in that mindset because our
Yep.
system is not, it doesn't run in from integrity, let's face it. So
Hmm.
until that sort of really comes in, we just have to stay in our own integrity. And that's the crux of everything.
Yes, absolutely. And also going through the Lion's Gate. I know you mentioned something about the Lion's Gate and the energies,
Yeah.
that are incoming. And tell me a little bit more about how that went with you.
Yeah, no, that was amazing. I actually did put up a meditation, so if anyone wants to go and see
I
that, you can
do that. I
still.
did that. Yes.
Oh, cool. Okay. So yeah, they're very intense. So they're going to definitely stir things up, bring them up, which I think they've been doing anyway over the last 2 or 3 weeks for people, specifically the last sort of 5 to 6 days. But it's also our opportunity to manifest and to start moving forward more with projects we've got. So there's always that opposite side. There's that, the double whammy, the yin yang of it. So we'll come through this another couple of days, and then I feel we'll really notice how much of a shift we've done, even within our perspectives. So that's why I've just been laying low and just letting letting this energy integrate. So
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
How did you find it? You been going through anything in particular?
Yeah, no, I just found myself going through the tunnel and then going into like a blue bubble of healing.
Beautiful.
And yeah, and just staying in there in the healing bubble. And it was nice.
Yeah. 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 And that's it. It's just consciously making that connection and then allowing whatever comes through. So, because when that being came through for me from Sirius, I actually felt this light or something coming through my third eye and crown. And they told me, you've now made this beautiful connection to Sirius and you've brought home to Earth. And so, all the work we do, the time we take, the intentions we have, they do manifest. It's often not how we expect. So
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
keep focused. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's great.
absolutely. So today I decided to do a reality check because of all the things that seem to be happening right now.
I know.
And it's just like a soap opera has started,
I
and
know. And it's so good. Gee, they've got great actors, haven't they?
it's just amazing. So,
Yep.
it's time to break it down.
Yeah.
And what was the other thing? Oh, so my brother was telling me, oh, you know, I heard that we shouldn't be using WhatsApp, and I'm like, yeah, a long time ago. And so then he goes, well, there's this between Signal and Three Man, and I was like, okay, you know what? We're gonna ask the cards. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna ask the cards
Okay.
um about, let's see, we could do WhatsApp, Signal, Three Man, and I mean, I don't even know if Messenger's even worth.
Well, we know that's all part of, I mean, yeah. So I've always just also had the intention.
And Telegram. That's it.
And
that's
Telegram,
the last
yeah.
one.
If they want to see what we're writing, go for it. That's what I think, you know. But yeah, let's check to see. So what are we actually checking for? To see the integrity of them, or the
if they're good or bad. If they're owned by good, and if they're owned by bad. And then from there we can ask if it's trustworthy enough to put our stuff in there.
Yeah. Okay. So the first one we're doing is WhatsApp. Is that what you said? Sorry.
Yeah. Let's start with WhatsApp.
Okay.
And I'll write this down so I make sure I keep track.
Okay.
So WhatsApp.
Yeah. Good idea.
Telegram.
Because we've probably all tried them and used them at some stage, right?
Signal, Telegram, Signal, and Three Men.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that one. Interesting. So the first card that came up was Nine of Cups. So what WhatsApp first gave to people was, oh, we're going to be protected. This is encrypted. This is actually something we can use and feel safe and talk and don't feel like anyone can just come in and take it. And then we got our Seven of Wands. And our Seven of Wands is about a fight that's going on. So someone that's standing in the middle going, hang on a minute, I want to protect this. I want this domain to stay safe, but I feel that it's been infiltrated, because then we've got the Chariot. So it's, how do we maintain our balance? How do we maintain that integrity as we move forward when we think something's great, and then we get that, there's something now that's not actually great with it. So we move on. So WhatsApp is not as safe as what we first found it was in the beginning.
Okay, so is there any way to find out if it's currently being managed by the good guys or the bad guys?
Sure. Let's just have a look at that and see. Oh, by the way, if people want to pop in, how they went with that meditation or how they went at Lionsgate, that'd be great. Yeah, pop your comments in. I think
for sure.
Really interesting. Okay, so let's just see who's running that show for WhatsApp. Okay. Oh, I think it might be the good guys. We've got our Temperance card. Huh. So, yeah, which is having patience. So I feel that they're making out like it's not. King of Pentacles just come. He's someone that manifests reality through wisdom. And what am I seeing in him that's standing out? There's a lot of confusion, though. So I still think we're in that place where it'll come out and it'll be like, well, we can't use people's information anymore. Full. There's going to be something that comes out that shows us that there is a new place and a new way we're going to be going. So it's still being, to me, they could turn it off at any moment, okay, if they wanted to. So, yeah, everything I feel is being overseen by the white hats, but they're letting it run so that people can look back again and go, oh, look what they were doing with our private information. Look what they could see.
Okay. Yeah. Very good. The next one is Telegram.
Okay. Good or bad? Or as in, you want to know if it's been run by the good guys or the bad guys, or you want to know if it's safe? Okay.
Yeah.
So let's have a look at that first.
Good and then we can start with the question.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Good guys are running it, even though it's looking, you know what I mean? Even though there's that undercurrent of, hang on a minute, this is being run by the bad guys. See, mystery card, Four of Swords. So it's all hidden. What's actually, it's a movie. Everything's a movie.
Right.
Temperance card just came up again, Elisa. Can you believe that? So it is being run by our white hats. They know exactly what's going on, and everything's being manipulated.
Okay. Next is Signal. Supposedly it's military. Well, that's something else we can ask. Is it ran by the United States military? The good
Yeah.
guys, the good military. Let's see if that's true.
Okay, because for people that don't know Signal, I got told that Signal, if we did have an EBS and everything went out, that was the one you could actually still
Exactly.
communicate on. So
All
for people
right.
that
So
don't
let's
know
see
what
if that's
Signal is,
true.
okay, let's see if that's actually true. Oh, again. Okay, yep. That was the aim of it when it came out. It was to make people feel like they still could communicate, that they weren't going to be just in this void of darkness and nothingness. But again, look at that 10 of Wands. Now, this is the ending of something, but it's also trying to push through untruths, mistruths to get something new started. So, yeah, it was set up. We've got our beautiful Eight of Pentacles, and this is working on something. So I feel that it was set up to make people feel safe, especially when there was a lot of talk around we're being, everything's being watched, all our information's being taken. And so that's what I feel it was done. But I don't feel it's going to be like needed, or it's not going to be what it is. So let's just see if the military actually had something to do with that. Oh, yeah, that one wants to come out. No, I feel like that was a bit of a, I'm going to use the word again, furphy. It was like there was, it was, no, I don't feel that it is, that it's not the military. So, no, it was just making something move forward. Like, so when our Wheel of Fortune comes up again, it's moving forward. And what's standing out up there, and I can actually do a little bit more. So the Griffin's standing out, which is all around empowerment, power. So, no, I don't feel that was actually done. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The next one is Threema.
Which
The
one?
number 3, and Ma, M-A, Threema.
I've never heard of that one.
Me either. My brother says it created in Venezuela to, so the government wouldn't be part of it.
Right. Okay. Wow. So that was done by like a patriot, a freedom fighter sort of person set that up?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Let's have a look at Threema. But, as if the government can't get into anything it doesn't want to. Well, okay, no, it did give them hope. So again, it's funny, isn't it? The same cards are coming up when we ask the question. So it actually did give people hope, because in that scenario when they're just being manipulated, but there's still some mystery there. So I feel that, of course it can be infiltrated, but it just gave people that feeling of, we can talk. They felt safe. That Knight of Pentacles is coming through. This is someone that brings a reality into place that's trustworthy, that's stable. So I feel it's probably okay. It's actually probably definitely not as infiltrated as some of the others. And it gives people hope. So.
Okay, so it sounds like then all the chatting options, at least that we know of, are safe and in the hands of the good guys.
Yeah, I mean, they might let some things still happen to show people, like I said, but yeah, I don't have any fear around that aspect either. To me, it's like, look, you've got your Two of Wands, so you've got your dichotomy. You've got someone that's like the government going, we can use all this information, and then you've got the other side where it's like, let's just communicate. Who cares? So that's how I've always felt with it.
Okay, so let's get down to business.
Okay.
The Trump house raid, was that a plan for the good guys?
Let's have a look and see. Jasper's actually giggling. He just started giggling. So, yeah, sort of, let's just see what the cards say to us. Oh, okay, that one really wants to come out. Yes. First card up is Queen of Pentacles. She's someone that's contemplated a reality that's needed for the best betterment of all. Nine of Pentacles. Again, this is a very unique, very abundant individual. So it's looking like this was a setup, like deliberately done. Look at this. Two of Cups. Something's being done in a relationship in collusion, bringing together to create. And look at the lion's head and the eagle above it. So that's, again, almost Griffin energy. So this was deliberately set up. They're all the most positive cards you can probably get. It's a setup. This was planned deliberately by the White Hats.
Okay.
Is what those
very
cards
good.
are saying.
Is it going to achieve what they wanted to with doing this? Did the strategy work?
Okay. Will it work? Will what they're planning? And I mean, there's going to be so much going on behind the scenes as well. Like, they must have a lot of things in place now then for this to have happened. And how about it happened on the Lionsgate portal using, that amazing energy that's coming through.
Yeah.
Okay. So is this going to achieve? Okay. 10 of Cups. Beautiful card. It's actually an emotional fulfillment. It's finding family. It's bringing everyone together. So this is looking pretty good. So it's obviously a really important step for transformation. And the death of something. It's like, oh my God, the Hanged Man. So this is for all of us as well, to surrender to our ego, to let go, to know that something's going to happen, and just have faith.
Trust.
Oh my God, you can, I divinated those cards. So that was exactly the message that wanted to come through for everyone with this. So we have, I have not had 1 ounce of fear around this. To me, it's just been, giggle. This is so exciting.
Oh, exactly. Absolutely. I'm with you there. Absolutely.
So, And a lot of people, and this is why I think the Hanged Man came up, because I was just doing some cards like last night, and the Hanged Man kept coming up, and I was going, okay, what is the message in this for everyone? And guys, it is surrender, let go. It's all going to be okay. And it was just kept coming up, and so then it came up then again. So
yeah,
whoa.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's funny because the 5 of Cups just popped out, and when it does that, so this is people's grief. So they're going through the grief. And I think, Elisa, it's what we were talking about before, even with you trying to do tax, it's that, but I know this system's wrong and it's really irritating and it's not for our best and highest good. And this is what I think people are grieving, is seeing what's been going on and knowing it, the grief of it. But always remember, there's 2 beautiful new cups when you turn around waiting for you. So go through your grief. If you feel angry, if you feel sad or whatever, let yourself feel it. Just know it's helping you to come into a much better place within yourself, because it's all about internal at the end of the day. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Trixie Trot was saying that if she could share what she did yesterday morning with you.
Yeah.
So
hi, Trixie. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Do.
So yeah, pop it in there and let us know what you did and how it all went. So yeah.
And I'll show the next question while we wait. So the next question is from Stephanie. So Q told us to trust Ray. Is Ray a white hat and actually doing an undercover sting to bring down the bad guys?
It's funny because I just got an image or a picture or a word or then about, and the word Judas. So okay, so yeah, it's almost like, remember poor Judas, he was the one that got and kissed Jesus, but he knew what he was doing, and he knew he would get flack for that. So can you imagine how much, if this is the case, which is starting to look like, imagine how brave this guy is. Even if he's 4 of Wands. To me, this is always, there's your castle. So to me, this is something that's beautiful. Look at the people celebrating. So yeah, I would say definitely the Fool, jumping off a cliff, knowing something new is going to be birthed, but not knowing, none of us know how it's going to happen, but it is definitely something new coming in, which is followed by the Wheel of Fortune. So absolutely, I would say yes, he's a white hat and he's actually doing this. He knew this was going to happen. So the truth will come out. I mean, with poor Judas, it didn't, but I think with Ray, it will. So yeah, so that Wheel of Fortune is definitely moving something through. I'm just going to look in and tune in and just see which one's standing out. Okay, it's the angel reading the book. Okay, up at the top here, I don't know if you can see that, there's a beautiful angel reading a book, and to me that just popped. So what that's telling me is this is scripted.
Yeah. Okay, very good. Let me see if we heard back from Trixie.
Oh, yeah. Let's see if she's written. She might not have yet.
Yeah, I don't see it. Okay, so moving on to this next question. Did the feds actually find a note that said, "Thanks for playing in Mr. T's safe"?
Oh, wouldn't that just be the best? Or if they put a mousetrap in there or something, I think that would be really cool. Okay, let's have a look and see if that was actually truth. All right, this one wants to come out.
If it was, I mean, if it was a play and a game, then nobody opened a safe and nobody, that really never really happened.
Oh, no, they still might have gone in there and done that, but it was all deliberately, done. Oh, okay. No, I'm not feeling that. Hang on. Okay, let's have a look at this because this is really intriguing. We've got our Knight of Wands. Now, he's someone that's actually often going a different way to the others. All the other knights are going the other way. So when we look at the Knight of Wands, to me, it's like they've turned something. There's a message coming through that is different. But then we got our Two of Swords. So to me, this is making a decision. This is also blindfolded, not being able to see. And then we've got our Ace of Wands. So maybe that did happen because they weren't expecting it. Because that's what the Ace of Wands is going, well, yes, but they weren't expecting that. They were just like, if they'd gone in and done that, it would have been just like, what is going on? So, yeah. So in a way, I feel that maybe could have happened because of those
I love it.
I know. The Emperor just came up. Now, to me, this is someone like Mr. T. He's very, very strategic. He's very strong. He works through military. He works through all different aspects. So that's a high possibility. I'm going to go with a high possibility of that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Looks like Stephanie got 10 of Cups in her reading too. Whatever we were reading before, she got the same.
Yeah. That family coming together, the victory, the feeling good, the emotional satisfaction. Yeah, so we were asking, would it work? Oh, thanks, Steph. That's nice to see.
Yes. So Trixie's question is, since it was deliberately planned, does that mean we are now in the storm?
Let's have a look and see. Okay, let's just pull out.
And I think we are.
The Star cards come up. So this is, to me, also, this can be very, very positive, and yes, it can be. But on the other hand, it can say that there's still there's things to go through. So because of the emotional aspect, so depending how balanced, let's just ask, well, that's why I like clarifying cards. Wheel of Fortune. I think we're moving into it because that Wheel of Fortune is about moving into a new place. I feel it's going to be very soon. Queen of Swords, yeah. So the Queen of Swords, I guess, is someone that she creates through her words and whatever. So I feel we're nearly there, Trixie, but I don't feel we're right in the middle of it yet. I feel this is almost like, yeah, we're sort of coming into those clouds and starting to feel the wind and whatever, but it's like that storm is going to hit pretty soon.
Yeah. Can we ask if this was the beginning of the storm? Was this the triggering event
for the storm? I feel that we've been in it anyway, sort of coming up to this, but this is stepping now into that rough aspect of a storm, like the winds are really high and but we're still not quite in the middle of it. Yeah. So let's just have one more. Yeah. Interesting. Lots of wands in this one. So we've got our Queen of Cups. She's someone that contemplates. So this is just being a emotional ride. And then we've got our Four of Wands. So I don't feel it's yet. The King of Wands then came up, someone we can really trust, someone that's got a message for us, someone that creates and manifests for us. So I feel we've been in it already. Like it's just been a silent storm in a way, but we're coming into the awakening of this is a storm, but not quite yet is what I'm getting.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Wow. if we're not there yet, woof.
Oh, there's more to come. I'm feeling that there's just going to be so much come out, and it may even be fully another couple of months. But it's, yeah. Ooh.
Scary. Okay, will the stock market bottom out for good? If so, what should people be doing with their money?
Okay. So the stock market is something that we've trusted, right? We know it can go up and down because that Queen of Wands, to me, she's a very trustworthy querent. And the cat sitting down there, he's really standing out. Now, the cat to me is intuition, is trusting our senses. So this is something I feel we always do, whether you're investing in stock market or whatever. So it comes back to trusting your intuition, because the Lovers card has come up. So when this comes up, it's about internally looking at what's right for me. So let's just check in to see if we've, well, these are all cards that are saying there's some positivity with it, but there's another side to it. So I don't feel I feel it hasn't bottomed out yet. Okay, that stock market. I feel there's still a lot going on again behind the scenes, that duality going on. Use your intuition. If you feel that you're not safe in something like the stock market, this is what I do. This is all my own personal way of working with things. Then I don't. The Fool. We've got something very new that's going to come through. I think this card's come up before when we've asked about the stock market. There is going to be like a new way of being that we really truly don't fully know yet. So yeah, there's definitely going to be another heartbreak for people. So, if you've got to trust your own intuition. Queen of Pentacles, contemplate what you want and then do some research into what feels good for you. Okay, me personally, at this stage of what everything's at, I like to have something very solid in my hands. So I do like, the precious metals, but you've got to go in and do your own looking at this. So I think that's probably the best way to look at it. I'm personally not in the stock market anymore. So yeah, but everyone look, Ace of Pentacles, everyone has to find what makes them feel good. It's not even at the end of the day sometimes about the money. It's about how we're feeling in ourselves. Because if we're feeling like, oh, I'm going to lose all my money, what are we going to do? We're going to create it.
Yep.
So find something that makes you feel wealthy, that makes you feel safe, that you're going to be in a much happier place. So does that help answer that question?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that what people should be doing with their money should be something that doesn't cause fear when they do it, right?
Completely.
So it's making sure that when you decide to make a change, that you do it without fear. That's so important. Don't put the fear energy into it.
No, otherwise.
And because everybody creates their own reality, we can't tell you what to do with your money, because it's whatever you create that will be.
Yeah, totally.
Correct.
And it's and often just going into your heart, drop into your heart, ask your higher self, ask your divine presence to come through and to just give you some words of wisdom or to answer your questions, and really trust what you get. Yeah. Oh, 10 of Pentacles came up when I was talking about that. And this is the beautiful abundance card, creating your reality of abundance. So trust that real inner wisdom within you.
Yes.
Okay. Yep.
And just wanted to let you know, Trixie says she had an awesome session with Maree and definitely recommends her. So if you want a personal reading, go to magicmaree.com.
Thanks, Trixie. Yeah, it was absolutely lovely. And that's what I love about this crew here. All you guys, you're so with it. You're so onto it. You're so honoring of who you are. It's really beautiful.
And I also, it's more than that, Maree, because you also have the mediumship part that you don't talk about very much. But when I went to ask you about a personal thing that happened with one of my brothers, you literally said exactly what he said to me, and it was like literal. It was like literally exactly what he had said to me. So guys, she not only is she good with cards, but she's also an amazing intuitive. You have mediumship abilities for sure.
Yeah, I do. It's interesting. Can I just, you know how our beautiful Olivia Newton-John passed away? I don't know if you know her from Greece and all that. It was interesting because I was just sitting there, when I heard yesterday, I just went straight into my heart, sent her love and light, and I just thanked her so much for the joy she brought me personally and for the world and the earth. The next minute, she's sitting in front of me, and I was like, "Oh, hello," and she went, "Oh, this isn't how I expected it to be." She said, "I am." And she was saying, "Look, it's holographic. We're holographic." She was actually showing me all of this. She was just in joy, and it was so beautiful. Yeah, so that was my little interaction with Olivia. So
That's beautiful. That's awesome.
Mm.
Okay, let's see. Okay. Let's see what else. Well, I look for a question.
Yeah.
Are we going to hear about the um I can't say his name. The son of the current Mr. B that is in charge of the supposedly the US. So
Yeah.
his son had a really bad laptop.
Yes.
And it was, I think, on the 8th that was supposed to come out. And supposedly people were saying that what happened with Mr. T was to make people look away from that.
Yeah. No.
But if it was planned,
no, I don't feel that. I'll check. Let's check on that. But no, it all just felt too perfect in a way for that to have happened.
Yeah.
No, yes, it created chaos because the 7 of Cups to me always means there's so much going on everywhere. You sort of don't know where to focus. But no, I feel that it's not that at all. That will be, I think, a big part of how they explain why a certain person had to leave. So yeah, that's just a story. I feel it's being offered to people. Again, this is the 4 of Cups, which is yeah.
So are we gonna see that come out in the mainstream? Are we gonna see?
My God, that came up as you were asking that. Not yet. No.
Wow.
No. I feel it. Look, it will all happen. I feel very close together once everything's ready to go. That sort of stuff. People know about it. Conscious people know about it. But at the moment, no. Let me just see if we can. I'll look in while you're looking for questions. I can look in and see as to get a little bit more information about like how that's going to come out, maybe. Yeah, but not right now. That's not coming out now at all.
Okay.
Wheel of Fortune, it will in time. So 10 of Swords. So it definitely will come in time, and there'll be a really big moment of like, okay, this is what went on. This is the truth that's come out. But I don't feel it's not yet. No, the High Priestess, it's still being kept hidden to keep a balance, because if that came out, that's all anyone would focus on. Let's face it. So I feel there's other things that have to happen again first, and this is why our high priestesses come out.
So is this all being managed by the White Hats then?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. The next question is: there are a lot of lakes in the U.S. going dry, and they're finding like dead bodies all over the place.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah. So what are they going to show us in them?
Okay, let's have a look and see if we can get anything on that. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have used lakes to throw things into, haven't they? That they didn't want found, and it's time for truth to reveal what's really gone on with a lot of situations, and sometimes souls maybe that had been murdered or whatever, and they were thrown into a lake or something. They weren't ready to be found either. It's all around timing. So I'm just getting that and channeling that. Ace of Swords, yeah. So it is actually about bringing through the truth and bringing through what's been going on. So that was sort of, as I was channeling that card then came up, Ace of Pentacles. So it's like finding.
Whoa!
I know aces. We're getting yeses. So and the 8 of Pentacles then wanted to come out. So this is again something being worked on. So if something wasn't ready to come through, there wasn't the time, wasn't the right timing for truth to be, I guess, exposed. It's
Mm-hmm.
being worked on now. So I feel this is what I mean. All these weird things are going to happen. It's not just stuff we sort of think we know about. So yeah,
Yeah.
and a lot of it is divinely orchestrated. I feel that our beautiful source, our God, has got a lot to do with stuff that's happening. Oh, sorry, the cat's just grabbing my feet. Let me just.
That's okay.
Oh, he loves sitting under the table and just getting my feet. Oh,
Been there. I've been there.
yeah.
Not today, though, luckily. So Michael Stella talked about a fake alien operation that is in plan. Is that true that they are planning one?
So Dr. Michael Sells, he's actually Australian. And well, we've been hearing about this fake alien operation for quite a while, haven't
Yes, we have.
Yes, we have. And let's just see is it true that they're planning one? I think they've been planning one for a while. Let's
Mm-hmm.
just see if it's actually going to come into fruition. Is that more probably what we want to know, Art Fairy? It's true they're planning one. Oh, Two of Pentacles. So this is often making a decision, like what do we do with this? What and okay, I'm going to pull another card because I'm actually getting something coming up. It's like the world. So they wanted this to be worldwide, obviously, to have some control over what their plan was going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. Yeah. I feel no, it's not going to happen because our beautiful Nine of Swords has come up, and this is the worry card. This is the stress card. And if people are worrying about it, you don't need to be worried about it. So that's the message that comes up from that one. So no, I don't feel it's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No.
Not in my reality, at
They
least.
definitely planned it, Art Fury. You're onto something there. They had that one planned. I mean, that's why. I mean, we've seen the Blue Beam. Is it Blue Beam? What is it? A project where they had. Have you ever seen what they've done with that Blue Beam project? Oh my God, it's so worth looking up. The first one I ever saw was a whale. They had it so that there was this massive blue whale jumping through the air, but it looked like it was and going into a pool. It was done at like one of those water places. The next one I saw was at a sports stadium, and they had a dragon. And this dragon, it was like it was landing on things. That's how real it looked. It was massive. So that Blue Beam project is really quite fantastic.
Yeah.
And they could easily have done it. I mean, isn't that what they did with certain buildings? You know, the buildings, too tall buildings.
Mm-hmm.
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 Any insight? Oh,
All right. The next question. Any insight on change in leadership in Canada?
Yeah, you poor guys, man. You got the doozy. I mean, we got doozies as well here in Australia, but you got the cream of the doozies. Oh, okay, let's have a look and see. It's that one. Yes, there will be. I love it because I had to divinate between those two. There was another one that wanted to come up. Not at the moment. But it is going to happen, guys. Okay, but again, that Two of Swords has come up. So there's something else at play that we can't see. There's decisions that are being made. Honestly, wouldn't we all just love to go in and just throw certain people out when we know what they've done, and who they are and who they work for? It's really fun. As I'm speaking, these cards are just coming up. So not yet, but yes, it's going to happen. Okay, so just keep looking after yourself.
Those poor Canadians have been going through hell.
Horrible.
Okay. The next question I have is large explosions at a Russian air base in Crimea. Is this true?
Okay. Is Crimea near the border, or is that like a main? I'm not real good on my geography with Russia. No, okay, that's right.
The air base is over 200 kilometers away from nearest front lines.
Okay, that's not that far though, is it, I suppose? Okay, let's have a little look and see. Is it true? There could be some truth in it because we've got our source. This is someone that speaks words. We're learning something. Okay, not always completely accurate though with Page of Swords. I find because his head's turned. it cannot be, oh, go over here, but there's some truth, because then the 9 of Pentacles came up. So it's something that's happened that's unique, that's actually different. And then the Knight of Pentacles. So to me, there is some truth in what's happened. Okay, it might not be exactly as we're hearing it or who it is or what it is, but there's definitely some truth in that report. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's concerning.
So, yeah.
So
Who
can
did
we, yeah, can we find
Yeah,
out?
Yeah. Okay, let's just have a little look
Yeah.
and see if we can find out if this was. Yeah. Okay. So this was definitely, because the Queen of Cups has just come up. Oh my God, we've got endings everywhere. So the Queen of Cups came up. So this is something that's been contemplated. So it's been thought about. 10 of Swords. So it's finishing something. It's actually, it's finishing something. And there's been a loss of energy. A lot of people didn't expect that. But the 10 of Wands came up as well, which is, again, is the ending of something where there's been some corruption, or there's been something that wasn't actually maybe right, so that they could step into something new. So I feel it was planned. It wasn't expected by a lot of people, but it was done in a way to get something out, to tease out some truth almost. Yeah. So that's yeah.
Okay. So I know we already asked this before, but we talked about the wars, right? And are they real or not? Because the news that we're getting, even in the truther community,
Yeah.
it seems like whenever we would ask, is this really true? Even in the truther community, they'll put a video of a missile going, from China to Taiwan, and and it's like, well, is this real or not?
Yeah.
And what we got was that it's not. That it's it's not what it appears to be.
It's interesting because that star card's come up again, and as I said, this can be something that's really positive and joyful, but it's also the other side of it with all that emotion there. It can be that there's stuff going on, so that's behind the scenes. So there is some stuff, war going on, definitely. But what we're being told, just what you were saying, they've offered us this thing. We've got all these 3 cups sitting in front of us, and then they're offering us more stuff. And then the Chariot card. So to me, it's almost like we have to move away from the storyline, because, I feel that there's.
And that's okay. So thank you. That really brings it to this point that I made today. In a post that I did from Daniel Scranton, and it's not exactly matching it, but the point is this: the more we concentrate on this that we're talking about, right? The wars and the telegram showing the missiles and all this stuff, the more of that we will get, because we're putting our concentration there.
And
So
I think the way we talk about it here, it's like, remember, just focus on what's really important, but it helps people to, of course, it's like a reminder with that. It's like saying, yep, this is what's in your face. How are you going to get that into your world? Oh my God, I can't believe these cards, they just keep coming up. First one up was our 10 of Swords again. So it's like we can leak energy to it. If we live with that, that's actually a leaking of energy, plus something finishing. And then the Star card wanted to come out again. And so again, there's always 2 sides to things. You can keep your emotions beautifully balanced by not allowing all of that to influence us, and be in that joy and be in that peace and be in that emotional balance. Or you can allow it to come through and create some chaos and angst. But this is why I think it's good we talk about it, because it helps people to go, oh yeah, that's right. Got to let it go.
It's not a big deal. It's not
it's
not something that I have to worry about.
So the 10 of Pentacles has come up, which is just showing people being happy together. This is manifestation and abundance. Just stay focused on who you are and your world, and do what's right for you. We've had these stories and lies forever, a long time going on. How did we get through it then? We just focused on who we are and being the most we can be.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And also, the post today from Daniel Scrampton was about the more we think we're waiting for something, the more we will wait,
That's
because
right.
that's the energy we're putting out. We're putting out energy of waiting, therefore we will get more waiting.
Exactly.
And that's why I posted that today.
Yeah, no, I think that was really relevant, and it's really interesting because we've now got 2 cup cards. We've got our 6 of cups, which is someone being offered something from a big village or whatever, so they can choose to take that or not, or they can look for something different. And that's exactly what you're saying. Where are you going to put your focus? What are you going to accept?
What do you
And
want to grow? What
yeah,
is it that you want to grow in your life? Do you want to grow that amazing future that you're looking forward to, or do you want to grow the war and the disinformation and the division that's in the spiritual community? Which one do we want to
yeah,
focus on, right? Which one do
exactly.
we want to make grow?
And it's interesting because this page of cups absolutely just solidifies what you've said, because it's offering someone a gift with a fish in it, and a fish is wisdom. So if you use your wisdom and create your world, look, we're going to hear stuff no matter what, how much we don't watch. And that's why I think it's important just to be discerning, and you're not going to believe which card just wanted to come up again. It's the same story. It's how are we going to be in our emotional body? How are we going to bring through that joy, that love, that being in that moment and creating, just what Elisa was saying? Or are we going to go into that aspect of, oh, what's going on here? How can we be in control of this? No. Yeah. So I think, yep, if you see it, just go, oh, that's interesting. And then maybe, yeah, we can let it go. Just trust, faith.
Yeah. What I've done is I've told myself, okay, I am going to review the information on Telegram once a day, and and that's
Yeah,
it.
that's
Have I
it.
been able to do that? Not every day. I'm going to be honest. I'm not, hey, I'm not perfect,
Yeah.
but I noticed that the days that I do not look at that stuff, that I really spend off of my phone and I really spend out there doing something else, it is, the universe is much more magical, much
Absolutely.
more magical.
Because you enjoy. So
Hmm.
you're breathing, you're surrounded by nature, or whether it's just like people you love or things you love doing. Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
no, I agree. I agree. So and it's interesting. Can I just comment, because I've just noticed that the Andromedan has said channeling is dangerous. Now,
Yeah, I was going to ask you to comment on that. That's
oh,
so funny.
cool. No, it's not really. Not with us too. Andromedan, I used to think that too. And I was going, oh, I'm never going to channel. I'm never going to do any of that. What it was me not truly understanding where the wisdom or where the words or where it's coming from. I'm always connected into my higher self. I'm always connected into my oversoul, my divine creator. So I know for me it's coming from source. I always check in with that. And channeling is simply allowing that wisdom to come through and then come out. So it's actually within us anyway. We're just expressing in this body. It's coming through, though, from our source, from our true source. So that's how I work. Not everyone works like that. So it's all about discernment, and it's all about intention and connection. Okay, so with Jasper, I know that those beings are actually an aspect of my higher soul somewhere. We're actually still connected. So that, I don't know if that helps at all.
Well, and I also want to mention there's one more thing, and that
Mhm.
is your belief. If you
Yeah,
believe it's dangerous, the universe will absolutely make you believe that it's dangerous, and you could get something bad come in,
yeah.
because now in your reality you believe it's dangerous, so now that universe will match that belief.
We create our world. So true.
So
So true. And Page of Pentacles came up. So this is learning about this reality. This is new learning. This is about, well, what is this actually about? It's been a mystery. That Four of Swords came up. So there's been a lot hidden. And we have to go in, the High Priestess, we have to go in, do our work, find out what works for us, what doesn't work for us. And there's mystery in it. This is going inside. This is like the Hermit card, where we go in to find our wisdom and find out who we truly are. How often have I said everything's within us? It's inside of us.
absolutely.
So it's a great, thank you for saying that, because it's really good.
And
You know,
and he's saying, well, how come Elena Dannon says that? Because that's what she believes.
that's right.
And then
Yeah.
she's just telling you what she believes. But again, that's how people can affect your reality.
Yeah.
When you're watching a channeler and they say it's this way and you believe it, then they just affected your reality because now they changed your beliefs. You have the power and you are a creator. You can say, that doesn't resonate. Or, oh, in her reality, that's true. But I choose that in my reality, that is not true. So it really is all about belief in this simulation that we live in, this video game that we're in. It's all about belief.
Beautifully said. And it was interesting because the Hierophant came up. Now, this is someone that can be seen to have power over others in like a religious way or in any sort of way, authoritarian way, but also it can be how we are within ourselves. So again, it's that higher aspect. And yeah, if you're channeling other beings, I still only ever go through my higher self to have that connection with them.
Yes,
So,
and you always put the intention, right?
yeah.
I'm connecting to exactly this and like you have full control of your reality. So it is whatever, as the Pleiadian said, that it just made total sense to me. And that is, there's 7 billion people on this planet. Therefore, there are 7 billion different realities.
I know. It's huge.
Everybody is different. And I know that Elena might be talking about other beings. It doesn't matter what she's talking about. It's whatever your reality is. It doesn't matter. If in your reality you believe that you're channeling other beings of light, then you're fine, because in your reality you believe that you can't get hurt, or that it's not something that is going to hurt you or whatever.
Yes.
So
it's true. It's discerning. And I always say this, guys, check inside. If this doesn't resonate with you, that's perfectly okay. Always come back to your inner wisdom and your intuition, and it's fine. So, and that's interesting because what came up then was our beautiful Queen of Wands, and she's always, to me, integrity. She's that has integrity, speaks truth. You've got to find your own truth. Look, that little cat, intuition, go in, find your own truth. That's all it's about.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't want to be anyone's, oh yeah, but Maree said this, so it's got to be true. I don't want to be that. This is just a way of us throwing around ideas and channeling and seeing what
we
comes up.
believe.
Yeah.
What we believe, really.
What we believe
ultimately.
And what we get. Exactly. So
Absolutely.
I think that's
so, and something else, a friend of mine, Lehman, is here, and he told me an amazing story that actually helped me manifest. And I don't know if he will give me permission to share that. So I will wait to see if he'll let me share with this manifesting thing that came to him. Maybe, I can share this. Okay. So he says, roll with it. Okay. So in the middle of the night, one night, he woke up, and what came to mind was to sit down and count out, with his eyes closed, count out $100 bills to 10,000, because he was trying to manifest $10,000 for something or something like that. He did that. He counted it out with eyes closed, just counting until he got to 10,000. He went to bed. The next day, they go to his mother-in-law's house, and she gives him a check for $10,000.
That's just amazing. And this is how powerful we can be, right?
Absolutely. So I did that. And then 2 days later, my brother called me with some very good news about some money that he might receive that he's going to share with me. Yeah. Exactly. So it's just so super powerful. I definitely suggest that you guys try it because it
Yeah.
works.
Yeah, absolutely. And, it's interesting because I don't know if anyone's heard of Florence Scovel Shinn. She was like way back in the 30s, I think, 1930s, but she had this wisdom and knowing, and she shared it with everyone through her books. And it's so powerful. It's being open and receptive to it can come from anywhere. You don't limit it as to where it might come from. And I think that's a big aspect too, is being, I've had times in my life where I've had checks turn up and I'm going, where is this from? And it's been from like a tenant's insurance company, and he wanted me to have it for some. I'm just going, really? Okay. So it can come from the most bizarre places. So just being open to it is important as well.
Yeah.
So that's a beautiful story. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was so happy to hear the story too, because it was so powerful. We are such powerful creators. My goodness.
I know we forget. And we do. I do. I forget sometimes. And I go, hang on a minute, Maree. What are you doing? Because we go back into our patterning. So
yes,
it's about,
we do.
Yeah. So it's about recognizing that and going, okay, let's just breathe and change that up. And what is it I want, rather than focusing on what I don't want. But it's good to know what you don't want, because then you can focus on what you do want.
Yeah, absolutely. And
And we
another
can
thing that I've
change
been
it.
doing as well, that I saw in some it's a technique that I saw somewhere, that I it came to my head to do this, just like with him, where it came to
Yeah.
him, that wherever I am, I feel like from the ceiling there's like bills, like $1,000 bills falling on me. And I imagine that on my bedroom. If I'm walking outside, I have like a cloud that where's money is raining on me. And so what I notice is that keeps me in such a good vibration, because I'm laughing, thinking like all this stuff is falling on me.
Yeah.
It gives me a really good vibration. And so I'm
Yeah.
feeding the universe that energy of having so much financial abundance that the universe won't have any other choice but to match it in some way.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it might not come
So,
in the form of money. It
no,
might come in the form of, I don't know, something you actually learn, or something you experience, and because that's abundance in itself as well.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah,
so no, that's great. And you're right. It's better than going, oh, I haven't got enough money to pay my bill. And it's tough when you're in that reality. But this is why I love Florence Scovel Shinn, because she actually reminds us on how to come out of that vibration, even if it feels like that's our reality, and how to change it. So if anyone needs that sort of help, look up Florence Scovel Shinn, and you can download it. Her book, it's beautiful. So.
all right, very good. So we have 3 minutes left. So I'm
What?
going to do what we did last time. If you guys
Sure.
will put the number 111 if you want a reading right now. I'm going to pick someone who's going to get a reading from Maree, just a general reading. So
Can I just say something that, Dennis, you crack me up. He says, if you do that with gold and silver, put a helmet on. I love it. Oh.
that's funny, because I thought about I added silver to my thought, and I was like, no, that's gonna hurt. So I stopped putting the
Oh,
silver in my imagination. I'm like, no, let's just do dollar bills.
put a helmet on. See, Dennis has got the solution. Sorry, I just had to bring that up.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Mm.
All right. So I'm gonna move my mouse, and then I'll pick from there. Okay. First name. Okay, Wolf Love.
Okay.
So Wolf Love gets a reading for today.
Okay, so I'm just going to tune in through my higher self and just ask what messages need to come through for Wolf Love today.
Okay.
All right, and then I'm just going to divinate some cards. So, okay, that one wants to come up. Yep. 2 more. Okay. It's really, I don't know if this is right or not, but with love, I feel that there's a little bit of a, even before I pull the cards, here we go. I feel like there might be a little bit of a not fear, but hesitation around doing something or not knowing which way to go. And it was really interesting because the first card that came up for you was the Page of Cups. Now, again, as I said, this is offering you something. So it's almost like something it's either come to you already or it's coming to you, and it's offering you something, and you're not sure if you want to accept it or do it. And it could just, again, be a situation or something, because then our Hermit cards come up. So what this is doing is almost, you've got to go inside. You've actually got to go in and take some time out and decide what's right for you, okay? Because maybe in the past you've had an experience because of our Five of Pentacles where there's something that's happened, and that's your perception still is, if I do this, this might happen again. But there is a way out of that way of thinking and feeling. And for you, I feel it's just spend a little bit of time meditating, going inside, speaking to your heart, speaking to your higher self and your wisdom, and start to see if you can get a difference of change your way of thinking around this situation. So I'm just going to pull another couple of cards on that. I'm also getting the hit that I find Archangel Michael very, very helpful in times maybe when we have to make a choice or we're sort of not going forward because of fear. I feel he really helps me. So if you are tuned in or ever tuned in to Archangel Michael, it might be really helpful to bring that through for you. Let's just have a little look and see where this is going to take you. Yeah. Okay. Beautiful. Contemplation. It still keeps coming up. It's contemplating, and it's around an emotional aspect of something for you. And then you've got to surrender, because that Hanged Man has come up. So it's almost like allowing yourself to surrender what you've thought in the past, what you felt in the past, to allow something new to come through. Okay. So, and you will get some help. That Knight of Wands has come in. So you will get some information coming through, and you will be offered something, and it'll be your choice. So I just feel that maybe there's just been something going on and you haven't been quite clear about it, but you will get help, and emotionally you will start to feel better and stronger about it. The Empress. So this card is all about creating something that you want. It's joyful. It's usually, you've got the ability to do it. So I feel that you just may be going through a little speed hump at the moment, but you will come into a place where you can manifest what you want. So I don't know if that helps.
Nice. Nice. And just so everybody knows, the reading is for somebody on the live chat, because we're not able to give readings for people that are leaving comments after the live is over. So, but I do want to hear from Jazzy today.
Oh, yes. Okay. He's just been sitting up in the background, just enjoying himself. He loves tuning in. Okay,
yes.
Jazzy.
So Maree Wolf says, wow, thank you, Maree. Makes sense.
Oh, good. Okay.
Awesome.
But trust yourself, Wolf Love. You're pretty amazing. So,
all right, Jazzy, what messages do you have for us in this Lionsgate?
Okay. So, it's funny you said Lionsgate, because straight away he was showing me like these beautiful rays of gold, like forming into almost like a sun. And of course, as we know, the Lionsgate is an opening of a portal connecting the great central sun with our sun, with Sirius, with the Earth. And he's just it's still going on. He's showing me that this energy coming in is still going on. And he's saying, receive it. So be there and receive it and trust. Okay, this is a beautiful, what's he saying to me? He's saying, this is a beautiful opportunity to manifest. And that came from Jasper, that showing me this gorgeous light coming through. So allow it to still come through. There's still quite a few days left of this gateway portal opening.
So guys, spend the time dreaming about what it is you want to create. Stay in that dream state. I've been watching videos of private jets. I've been watching video of first class. I've been watching videos of mansions. I've been watching videos of just Switzerland, because I'm dying to go to Switzerland. I've just been in that dream state of like, oh, I'm going to travel the world, and so how am I going to go? Oh, I think I'm going to go first class. Oh, I think I want to go in this train. Oh, so that's what I've been spending my time in. So spend your time in those things that you want to do, and that really raise your vibration now in this, in this special time of manifesting.
And I was just going to say, Elisa, as you were talking, you could see the joy coming off you, because to me, one of the key ingredients of manifesting is our emotions.
Yes.
So I've manifested things, and everyone goes to me, how do you do it? And I'm going, I don't know, I just do it. But what I realized I do, like I walk along the beach and go, oh yeah, I could live there. That looks amazing. Oh, I'd love sitting on that. And I'm imagining myself doing it.
There
But I
you
feel
go.
the joy. So feel the joy of it. That's the missing ingredient often with manifesting. So I could see the joy in you as you were, it's not even whether you're in first class or economy, it's the joy of it all.
Yes.
So
Yes.
perfectly done. Yeah.
Yes. Creating that joy and that
Beautiful.
excitement.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Well, the movie goes on. The storm
Movie
has
goes on.
not started yet, but we are in the beginnings of it, I think. I feel like this is just like almost there. So it's going to get very exciting, and hang in there, stay in your happy place.
Yep.
And I promise you, things will get a lot better if all of us together change from watching videos of war and missiles and all this stuff, or truthers. If we, instead of watching truthers, we spend our time dreaming of the cool stuff that we want to manifest, I think we would make a big difference. So,
and it's interesting because that Queen of Pentacles just came up. She's contemplating what she wants to create in her reality. So it's just confirming everything Elisa's just said. Beautiful.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So,
all right, everybody. We love you. Thank you for being here, Jazzy.
He's saying
Thank
goodbye.
you.
He's still giggling. He's finding the whole thing really amusing.
We'll see you guys on Thursday. And don't forget, tomorrow I have Lowell. We're going to bring your questions about Telos for Lowell tomorrow. Okay. All right, everybody. See you Thursday.